Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
Tonight we have exclusive video of a high-speed chase and crash that landed a Grand Forks woman in jail. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. 22-year-old Haley Eno faces numerous charges, including reckless endangerment, possession of meth with intent to deliver, fleeing in a motor vehicle, and driving under revocation. Valley News Team's Neil Carlson shows us what happened.
East Grand Forks police were trying to serve a warrant on another woman when Haley Eno jumped in her car and took off toward Grand Forks with a male passenger. The chase was on. Grand Forks police picked up the chase on the North Dakota side of the river. It all ended here at the corner of 7th Avenue North and 16th Street. A next-door neighbor's home surveillance system captured the end of the chase, the crash, and arrest, all on video. That's the car driven by Haley Eno speeding by. She tries to make the corner but hits a stop sign and gets hung up on a snowbank with police right behind her.
I got to witness the vehicle hit the corner and everything. And by that time I was outside.
Okay, all right. Any idea what was going on?
No, I just heard him coming down the street, and next thing you know, there's a car on the curb.
Police say Eno's male passenger surrendered right away. He has not been charged with anything, but Eno kept trying to hit the gas and get away. But she was stuck on a snowbank and finally surrendered to police.
What type of drugs did she allegedly have on her?
Well, there was a substance found within her possession that was suspected of being methamphetamine.
Lieutenant Zimmel says no weapons were confiscated, and luckily no one was injured after Haley Eno went for a wild ride trying to outrun the long arm of the law. It was a ride that landed Eno in jail, facing a long list of charges. In Grand Forks, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
East Grand Forks police also say they will be adding to Eno's list of charges, a charge of fleeing a police officer in Minnesota. A recent report shows that the MNsure program enrolled more than 100,000 ineligible people who live in Minnesota, which is costing you money in fraudulent claims. MNsure, or better known as Minnesota's Obamacare Exchange, found over 130,000 people who were not eligible for the program they enrolled in. So what does this mean if you're a Minnesota taxpayer? Well, Minnesota may have just overpaid $271 million, your hard-earned dollars. Here are just a few of the things the report from Americans for Tax Reform found from that audit. First, the Department of Human Services failed to verify people who enrolled in public health care programs through MNsure, which prompted the department to overpay for health care benefits. Also, a few working in the Human Services Department didn't have proper training, which led to multiple errors. Problems with Social Security numbers, immigration status, or even household income were never resolved through MNsure enrollment, which then slowed down the application status and risked fraud for those enrolled. According to data compiled by FreedomWorks, enrollees in MNsure now face a premium increase of 50%. And Minnesota isn't the only state under fire. Oregon, Hawaii, Nevada, and New Mexico are costing taxpayers over $730 million. A West Fargo dad is accused of pointing a gun at his daughter and threatening to kill her at a West Fargo gas station. 47-year-old Cameron Bakir was arrested on Sunday. Court documents say his daughter called police saying her dad, Bakir, was going to blow her head off. Court documents say he was upset that his daughter told him she's a lesbian. A relative says Bakir was upset about the news due to their religion. Officials note in the court records that they believe the family is Muslim. Coming up on Valley News Live at 6, we'll take a look at how Muslims view homosexuality. It's been a cloudy day after seeing some light snow this morning. We hear it's supposed to warm up. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Hutch?
Oh boy, is it ever going to warm up. I'm miles of smiles about the news I have for your forecast over the next couple of days. Before this evening, the clouds are going to linger for at least a little while. We do have some flurries here and there that we cannot rule out even into the evening, but most of the snow potential has moved off to the east. So your planner for Fargo, temperatures will be in the mid and upper 20s through the majority of the evening. That southerly wind direction that's just now starting to move into the area will help keep us milder. Mid 20s to the north, gray skies in Grand Forks for the evening. Here's some of that good news. We have a battle of air masses going on. We've been on the cold side of that battle, but as we go through Friday and Saturday, whoop, see that green stuff there? That's nice, warm, spring-like air. Spring fever is what I'm forecasting, and I'll have hour-by-hour details on that in just a few moments.
All right, thank you, Hutch.
You're welcome.
Well, the Fargo Park District has canceled the Youth Ice Fishing Derby due to poor ice conditions. The event was scheduled for this Saturday at the South Woodhaven Pond. Anglers are also feeling the pinch of the unusually warm February. The Minnesota DNR is urging people to get ice houses and shelters off of lakes because ice out could come earlier than usual this year.
Chase Morlock sprints to a touchdown. And that's the icing on the cake of what will be the 25th straight Bison win. My, oh my.
Scott Miller coined the phrase, my oh my, as he broadcast games for the NDSU Bison and FM Redhawks. Miller passed away overnight at age 57 after a lengthy battle with cancer. He was the play-by-play voice for NDSU football and basketball since 1996. He became the radio announcer for Redhawks baseball in 2006. Miller earned the respect of many, including former NDSU player and coach Gus Bradley.
You know, here's Scott Miller, one of the all-time greats, not only as a person, but his, loyalty and his passion and what he displayed for the Bison and how he called the games. Tremendous respect and hold him in high regard.
In honor of Miller, the Newman Outdoor Field press box will be dedicated as the Scott Miller Press Box by the Redhawks on opening night of the 2016 season. Visitation for Scott Miller is planned for Tuesday, March 1st from 6 to 7, with a prayer service following at 7 p.m. His funeral will be at 11 a.m. on Wednesday, March 2nd. A Midwest-based company is bringing some high-tech magic to U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. They're completing the final touches on the huge screens that will make sure that fans can follow the action. Daktronics recently finished installing the stadium's new LED video boards. Jared Kuhn, installation supervisor with Daktronics, says the company added 100 full-time permanent jobs and 30,000 square feet to its plant in Minnesota thanks to that project.
Those are now permanent jobs, and that obviously is permanent space in Redwood Falls. So that's just one of many stories that we have.
They hope to run some content on the displays by mid to late April. U.S. Bank Stadium is 90% complete and on schedule to be finished by July. For the last 2 months, Valley News Team's Mike Morken has been on a journey. His goals were very much like others in the Valley: lose weight, get into better shape, and develop a lifestyle to support the first 2 goals. He's had help from Sanford's Wellness Center, but that assistance is coming to an end. It leaves him with the real challenge of sustaining the journey on his own. Look for that story tonight on Valley News Live 10 at 10. He'll also update his weight and share some test results from earlier this week. Grand Forks children had an up-close and personal experience with law enforcement officers today. It was the first annual Cocoa with a Cop and Firefighter Day. Children had a chance to visit with our men and women in blue over a cup of cocoa and cookies. It was also a chance for parents to get a free child ID for their children. Grand Forks police say it's an identification card that parents carry with them. In the event of an emergency, parents would give the card to emergency responders. Don't make any more Pinterest fails. Instead, buy all the crafty projects you want at the 6th annual Unglued Craft Fest. 2 days of craft shopping and workshops will be happening at the Plains Art Museum. Saturday, the event is free, and the first 100 customers will get a swag bag. This year, the event has more than 70 vendors.
It's amazing to see what people are making and designing. Originally, it's the creativity in our community, and beyond that, that'll be represented. It's going to be awesome.
We have a link to the Craft Fest webpage where you can find the schedule for workshops. Head to valleynewslive.com and click on the Hot button.